Well, we're excited to play. It's been a while, almost a whole month since we played, so I know the last couple weekends have been a disappointment for us, but I think the girls are ready to go. Two good teams that we've played already. Metro has always defended well, rebounded well. They're big. They got the reigning RMAC Player of the Year back on their team, so a team we've got to definitely be ready for. Colorado Christians, I feel like they play well too, and big, physical. The guards rebound well. They play hard, so it's going to be a weekend where we got to play a complete 80 minutes and just be. I think we're excited to play, so we just got to go out there and with it being so long, just make sure we don't turn it over a lot and that we're ready to go. But I think being at home will help us, and having our crowd here, hopefully that can give us a little bit of energy.
With the long layoff, have you seen it? I mean, obviously you want to play, but have you seen it as a positive that you can hone in on a couple other things that you really have needed to work on since before the break?
Yeah, I feel like, coming back, I felt like, man, we had 3 days to practice, and I was really nervous with our conditioning. So I feel like our conditioning's got better in the last 2.5 weeks, and we're ready to play a basketball game. But also just the time, we have so many freshmen, and all that time is valuable for them to be on the court. And so I've seen it from everybody when they've come back. Just, they actually seem a little bit more mature, and even that little break, I feel like they mentally have just kind of started to grasp things a little bit better, and it's really refreshing for our coaching staff to be able to see that, and now they're, not worrying about what play and where do I need to be and what rotation it is. It's more just being mentally prepared to play rather than having all these little things coaches are on them about.
Questions?
See, Kylie, what has helped you in these really long 3 weeks of not playing to kind of get ready for that second half?
I think just having time, not only to practice, but to be able to get in the gym and watch film on my own without school. I think that helps everyone. I think maybe seeing more film helps you mentally prepare for the game.
See, Monica, kind of the same thing. It's just, you're one of the veterans, but how are you guys kind of mentally handling not playing for 3 weeks?
I mean, right now it's just basketball. I mean, no school, so that's all you really can just focus on right now. And I think we're all just hungry, ready, want to win some games and make it to the end. So.
Practice schedules. Are you trying to come up with anything to kind of keep them engaged, or is it just kind of a grind type of mentality and get through it, knowing last week early that you weren't playing?
Actually the last 4 or 5 practices have been the best practices. So we've kind of, when we came back, it seemed like it was, and I think it was more of a conditioning thing, like, oh my goodness, and they could say what they did or didn't do over break. But I feel like we've actually kind of gotten a groove the last 4 or 5 practices. And so it looks like we're ready to go and play a game and just kind of, the first semester is always, hey, let's get to Christmas. And now it's, there is nothing in between. It's finishing out conference and getting ready, and hopefully, you make postseason play. And I think that's our goal right now, is just to be able to focus on that. And in 8 weeks, the regular season's over. So it's going to be quick. And every opportunity we have to play, we have to take advantage of it. We just don't know what's going to happen in the future.
We were kind of laughing last week. You were looking at 5 games in 8 days, and the travel on the bus was going to be pretty epic. And then you've got the disappointment of not playing any of those 3 games that you were going to. Was it just kind of out of your control, and just try to work to get better at practice?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was out of our control. It's COVID, so we can't really do much about it. So we're just like, okay, just practice and just get better every day. We have practice.
What do you think you've gotten better on since the break, personally?
I think just confidence, honestly. Just knowing my what players want the ball at certain areas, and just being confident in what I do. So.
It looks like, you're still figuring out where do I need to get the ball to the right person at the right time, and usually the second semester, that's when it clicks, especially for guards. Are you kind of seeing that a little bit more?
Yeah, I think the more you play together, you start to figure out where people, when they like to cut, when they like to shoot, what their type of shot is. So I think it's just a time thing, and having so many practices instead of games has helped that.
Question?
I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, after not playing a game for a while, what are you guys looking forward to get to actually play instead of just practice? If there's anything.
Fans and like the excitement of just playing the games.
Just to be able to compete.
Finding uniforms?
That's good. Good question. We better
Okay,
make sure we didn't leave that back in Oklahoma, huh?
Yeah. Where are those uniforms anyway?
Thanks.
All right,
Okay.
question,
Go ahead.
question of the week. How did you fill the time during the break that doesn't include sport-related activities?
That's really hard because with my 4 daughters, they were all doing something sport related. So sleep, I guess, yeah, just I think that was probably the big, just family, being around family, and really we were in the gym every night with my kids and doing everything. So yeah, that's a tough question for me. So they all want to do something.
Just hanging out with teammates and sleeping, watching movies and stuff.
Yeah, hang out with teammates, watch some Netflix.
Aaron hit it perfectly.